good, Council of Comics? We're back again. It's The Last of Us, episode 6. Let's go.
Black is like the brightest day. Where are the heroes? As soon as they get here, everything will be alright. I need a hero. Someone superhuman who can come and save my life.
All right, guys. All right. Who's going to be the first to talk?
Cliff is.
So how do these people just automatically know how to ride horses?
Who's that?
You know, like everyone just knows how to ride a horse.
I mean, it's been 20 years. That's all you do for 20 years is you learn how to ride a horse.
Well, I can understand why some of them would know, but but Ellie grew up in some weird like private facility. They had horses there, you know, horseback riding class. But they're in bad shape. So first of all, it's 3 months after the last episode, right? Roughly. And apparently there's been no time for Ellie to process her trauma, right? Which also the trauma gets challenged later in the episode, which is really interesting. It makes me want to slap Joel so hard sometimes, you know? You don't understand loss. What, because she's 15? Shut the hell up, Joel. You barely understand your own loss.
That's why he says it, though.
I know, but he's horrible. And you're an adult. Learn something in your life.
Too. His brother is like.
His brother learned something.
Well, no, but his brother says, just because you stop living doesn't mean that I.
Yeah, exactly. No, his brother drives to a point home. He did stop living. He kind of put himself in the cocoon, but I want to backhand him. So it doesn't. I
don't think you're giving him enough credit.
I am giving him plenty of credit.
In a world where
this isn't like Princess
your
Kid
daughter
situation.
is the only thing you have left, and you lose her in a horrific fashion, you're just supposed to move on that quickly?
It's 20 years.
In a world
No,
where
you don't have children. You don't have children, do you?
No.
I have 3 children.
Listen,
If I lost one
at
of them,
no
it's
point,
over, right?
at no point do I think it's gonna just be okay.
Especially when I think it's my fault that she's gone.
No, I mean it's really not
Failing
his fault,
to
but
save
he's
someone.
because then he's got freaking what does he have? He's
PTSD.
getting I know he's got PTSD, but he's got panic attacks in this episode.
Yes,
He does.
You know, she's like, "Are you dying, Joel? Are you dying?" And I'm like, "God, Ellie's just great."
He's allowing himself to love someone.
Was that what it
And,
was?
well, yeah,
It was
that's
like
why
a heart
he's-
thing.
that's why
Yeah,
he's
it was a panic attack.
Yeah.
That's why he's acting that way too, though, because he doesn't want to fail again.
Yeah, well, that's why he's
Right.
having the dreams where he can't sleep. And
Right.
he tells his brother all about this, and that's fine. And look, just because I want to backhand him doesn't mean I don't understand him. You know, it's very frustrating.
Yeah.
Right, because it's kind of like I don't know.
I think it's more believable.
It is believable, but I don't want to diminish it. But the thing is he learned to open himself up a little bit again. You know, I mean, he had a relationship with Tess. He had to feel something.
It's frustrating, but it makes the payoff so much better.
But that's different though. His relationship with Tess is whether we want to say it's romantic or not, it's completely different than his relationship with Ellie. His relationship with Ellie is him becoming a parent again.
Right, which of course is horrifying for him.
That's what it is. Like he can't get over what happened.
It's a whole other level.
Yeah.
Well, the fact that he saw a girl that looked, a woman that looked just like his daughter, Sarah,
was great.
That was great. And then she grabs her own daughter, and in that whole moment, he's trapped in this
what could have been.
What could have been, and I'm just like, man, that's pretty great. So yeah, basically all of this to describe that it was a fantastic episode. I also really appreciated Ellie is reading the house that they're staying in. She's reading the diary of the little girl who once lived there, right? And she's just like, this is ridiculous. This girl's writing stuff in her journal like how to match a top with a skirt.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like it sounds so frivolous.
And boys, that's all.
And boys,
about.
you know, and she was like, imagine this is what she had to worry about, you know, not people killing each other.
Scene. I just love the opening scene because the guy comes in from hunting. And he's fun, but the wife is just like doesn't really say anything. Just kind of looks over to the side like, look,
yeah.
You made them soup? Yeah, you know.
I love her. She's so
understated. She was great.
That's exactly how she was on Northern Exposure. If you go look up Northern Exposure, she's wonderful there. You know, there's a great scene you could probably find on YouTube of the hair of the dog that bit you. So this guy is all hung over and messed up, and it's like, what did you just do? She's like, hair of the dog that bit you. But yeah, loved her Northern Exposure, loved her here. I love this couple. I feel like this couple was yet another parallel to Bill and Frank.
Yeah.
You know?
We didn't have to watch them die.
And we didn't have to watch them die for once. We didn't have to watch anyone die this episode. that we cared about. People died, but no one
you're
we
right,
cared
you're right,
about.
You're right. You're right.
Hmm.
Except for maybe Joel.
No,
Who's in bad shape.
He'll be fine.
Well,
He's in bad
if they-
shape.
If they follow the
Yeah,
game,
yeah,
which they
yeah.
have,
That
that's
baseball
he'll be
bat
back.
shiv was horrific.
But he
Yeah,
makes
I don't know
all
how
the
you
equipment
survive.
he
You
needs
you
to
craft
plug
those.
the hole.
in the
It's
game.
worse in the
He's
game.
got duct tape.
Yeah.
In the
He's got
game,
duct tape solves everything. He's got
He falls off like
he
a
falls
story.
off and lands through, and a piece of rebar
Yeah,
goes through
they've
him,
got the cup.
like full
They've got
on
the
out,
duct
like
tape.
here,
So they've got
that she has to
ways-
pull him
Don't
off
get
of, and he's just
Yeah.
So like, I'm not saying taking anything away from getting stabbed. Getting stabbed would suck, but like it didn't go all the way through.
It's all horrible, and what you're describing just makes me
Yeah.
nauseous. Oh my god!
Right.
Yeah, because in the game, you're still playing as Joel, and you're walking, and the screen's doing this, like you're
Mhm.
about to pass out.
You're falling over
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah.
It's
He
like
does
she's
pass
still
up.
getting
He
attacked.
falls
and
off
she
the
gets
horse.
hit in the face with a crowbar.
Yeah.
It's a rough ending to that level because this show was really like two levels of
It
the
really
game
was.
that
And
kind
they-
of crammed into one.
And they gloss over all the stuff at the college really quickly.
yeah,
And you learn a lot in that
The only
level.
thing they pretty much keep is the monkeys.
Yeah.
the monkeys, which like you also found like in the game you found out that those monkeys were all also infected.
Yes. And the guy accidentally infects himself like an idiot. The
But
the scientist.
Did those monkeys remain infected? They obviously didn't, from what you told me about the game.
Well, they jumped away. We don't
They
know
run
if they
away.
were or not.
But they run away.
But I don't think.
But maybe they're infected differently too.
Yeah,
Where it
because
doesn't kill
you
them.
don't. We don't really see any infected
Animals.
wildlife or.
Well, I mean,
Anything
it's
like that.
affecting humans. This
Right.
disease.
Yeah.
There's a
Just
we, I can't remember when's the last time we saw a dog in the show outside the first episode.
Yeah.
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 You're right.
You know, we saw horses. The horses are okay, everybody.
And the dogs.
What dogs? We've only seen one dog, and that was in the beginning of the series.
And the one from this episode.
Oh yeah, this episode has.
Oh, there is a dog. Oh, that's
Oh
right.
yeah, the one that
It
sniffs
was
them.
like
Yes.
right at the beginning.
That's right.
where they,
And then, of course, it likes her.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like you would think that she would smell,
No,
but she doesn't.
she doesn't have the disease. That's why.
Yeah, but wouldn't there be traces of it in her though?
No, she actually does have the disease.
She does have it, but it doesn't affect
She's
her.
not affecting
But
her.
yeah, it's just different somehow. We don't really know how. They don't really even explain in the second game
She's a
how.
kind
No,
Chimera.
they don't. In fact, it's horrible because,
Yeah.
like, you know, I mean, basically, the games are just really hopeless and terrible, and then I just, you know, it's why I dread like reviewing this series with all of you, and you're forcing me to do it, and I resent you for it. But like, you know,
This was
the actors are great.
This one wasn't. This one wasn't as depressing as. The
No,
other
this
one
one was like the least depressing one. It was like the
Well-
only other sign of
What
hope.
about the song at the end? I'm traveling.
Oh,
with my
Depeche
friends.
Mode. Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
Depeche
Oh
Mode's
wait, how
depressing
about
anyway.
how about that they're watching The Goodbye Girl on movie night? Okay.
It's an interesting choice, but it's whatever.
No, it's a hard. It is an interesting
What
choice.
they
It's,
had, though.
it's
The
hard.
title.
First of all, I will burn it. If this is the end of the world and you try to get me to play The Goodbye Girl, I am burning it. We are not building our culture on the back of what's his name again?
I don't remember.
What if that's
Something-
the only movie
Simon
that's
Neil
left?
Simon.
Neil Simon.
Yeah, we are not building the back of our new culture on Neil Simon. I don't care if it's the last
already
movie.
starting a new culture and already keeping secrets already.
No, not a
You wanna
secret. Just
hide
we're
the good
not
girl from them now.
The Goodbye Girl. But here's what's interesting
Call
about
it a movie, good girl.
yeah, that's a very different movie. Here's what's interesting about the movie The Goodbye Girl, right?
They should have been
It's
watching Gone Girl.
It's about a woman. It's about a woman who every man has left her, right? And her daughter, who Richard Dreyfuss is there. He's living with them, and Richard Dreyfuss comes to fall in love with the mother. The daughter is like trying to stay away, and she really gets to like him, and then she admits to him, she's like, "I love you," and you know, like a parental figure, and I'm afraid you're gonna do to us what the last guy did, right? So the daughter was already afraid to fall in love, and so this movie is about, and so anyhow. Like, so yeah, it's ridiculous that it's The Goodbye Girl that they're watching, but it is a parallel to what Joel is feeling in this episode. So I feel like that's what they were sneaking in on us in this episode. Because I'm like, why the hell are they watching The Goodbye Girl? And I'm like,
Oh yeah.
wait a minute. I'm like, I remember the plot.
Intentional choice. It was an intentional choice.
No, it was a great intentional
title.
choice.
Yeah.
You know, what did everyone think of Maria?
I don't like that actress.
No,
'cause
yeah, they
Ow,
ruined
ow,
Maria.
ow, 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 ow.
They ruined
The
Maria for
wife?
sure. Yeah, the
Yes,
wife.
Tommy's
I-
wife.
From
she's
True
not great
Blood.
she's not great in the game either, but I don't like that
Yeah,
actress because
but-
I've seen her in other stuff and I didn't like her that either.
I
So
liked
I'm
her in
already
True Blood.
going.
I really liked her.
She's a good actress.
Yeah, I like her.
I like her when she brought Ellie and was like cutting her hair. She said, "I'm gonna cut your hair," and then was like, you know, about trusting people and just I don't know. I
Yeah, well, but she's talking shit about Joel.
Yeah, I didn't
And
like
she doesn't
I didn't
know.
like,
She doesn't know, and Tommy was the same fucking way.
Yeah, but she was like, Tommy did the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, that's
But she was like,
No, he
as
was
soon as
following
she said
him.
he followed Joel, I was like, oh, get her out of here.
Yeah.
What is this?
Well,
What is
at the
this?
same time, though, it's just the idea that, like, she's trying to tell Ellie, like, Joel isn't this great superhero that you think he is.
Joel's never admitted to being a great
Neither-
superhero
well,
either, though. You know
no.
what I
And
mean?
Ellie straight up said she
Yeah.
doesn't care.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know? And like, anyhow, I just thought it was a great scene. And it's okay for her to feel that way because that is how people are. You know, she doesn't know Joel, she knows Tommy. And her interpretation of the Tommy that she met and grew to fall in love with, in her mind, would be
She
like,
also says he doesn't do that anymore.
right, he doesn't do that anymore. And Joel hasn't done that anymore, technically.
Yeah.
Is Joel
You know.
gonna sing for her?
Oh my God, I hope so. I really
Pedro
want.
Pascal
I really
He
want
doesn't-
Pedro
he
Pascal.
doesn't the
to
second
sing.
one.
Pedro
Does
Pascal
he?
can do
Yeah, but
anything
when they
he
were
wants.
still,
He
he does
can.
the second one, but when she's still young, so it might happen in this. Well, actually, I don't think the season's gonna end like the ending for like the first game. Right? I think it's
Probably,
gonna
yeah, I
second
think
season.
it's
How many
I'm trying to
episodes?
stretch it.
And full of happiness
9.
and
We got 3
flowers.
left.
Fucking
There's
no.
only 3 left.
It's like 3 episodes left.
Okay.
We get the origin of Ellie and then like 2 episodes to wrap it up.
Yeah, the origin of Ellie that's coming out. That was actually the game's DLC.
Oh,
I
it
think
looked like the
they're
DLC.
Let me ask you a question.
We get to find out the
Do
fate.
you think that Tommy knew that base was already empty?
No.
No.
No, he doesn't.
Because he seemed a little strange.
No,
I don't think
I
he wants to
understand the
go.
part about he's got a family now and all that.
that's what it is.
I don't
But-
think he has interest in doing any of that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
But the
comfortable.
thing is,
And-
he was willing to make the sacrifice. They're all there in the morning.
But he didn't go. He
But
could've
he-
went then.
Yeah.
He could've
It's your
went
older
then.
brother.
No, but he's not going to go with them. You know, she made her choice.
Yeah.
You know, why am I going to sacrifice the new home that I've built here? I was about to do it for you, my brother, but I'm not going to do it if the girl is choosing you. Why the hell am I going? I completely understand Tom.
That was like the big difference.
Yeah.
Because in the game,
She runs
like
off.
Joel kind of comes to that conclusion. It's not like a choice. Joel kind of like picks up the mantle and like, yeah, this is my job. I'm gonna take care of this. And in like the game, he gives her like the choice. Where like in the show, he gives her the choice to choose. And she chooses Joel, of course. But in the game, he came to that conclusion. Like, no, this is my job. This is
Yeah. Which he was 100% cool with anyway. So
I
you
just
know,
love
it had
how
that
he's like-
energy.
I love how she's like, you have a choice. And she just throws her
Yeah,
blue
yeah.
duffel bag on him and
She
it's
said,
like, let's go.
Yeah, that was cool.
Like, love that kid.
Just that the ending was a little, for me, was a little Rick in Walking Dead moment. You know when Rick was dying a little bit? You know what I mean? And Carl was like looking after him. Like, are we going to see that again?
You gotta play the
little-
game.
It's
part of the
a little
game.
bit.
It's
Yeah,
part
you
of
gotta
the
play
game.
the game, man.
Like
I do like that
You know,
you could-
I don't play the game either.
You
It's
know,
like,
like
you gotta
the,
know what
uh,
Joel's fate is now.
like the Lone Wolf and Cub stories. There's a part where like Daigoro has to take care of like
Yeah.
Lone Wolf. Like
Yeah.
so there's a part like Ellie's gonna have to like kind of nurse him.
So I
like,
would like to see a different little. Do it.
The game
But give me
takes-
something different
Yeah,
in there.
no,
You
it's
know what I
different.
mean?
The game takes a really weird turn.
Mhm.
Like his arm gets gangrene, and they have to take it off, and then put like a robotic arm on him.
Just like in The Walking Dead.
I knew what you were doing.
It's like in The Walking
Color.
Dead.
I do
Color.
like the-
They had the dream,
Yeah,
and now they have Rick Grimes 2000.
Joey's a kidder. You guys
Yeah.
don't worry. Joey's a kidder.
I like the evolution of Ellie though. That you
He doesn't really
you
become
get that
that
she's
one?
learned.
no, he doesn't
along
come.
the way.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
All right, so short and sweet this week. Slow
That
episode.
wasn't short and sweet. I thought we really covered a gambit there.
We covered
Wait,
it.
real quick. The acting chops on Pedro Pascal.
Amazing.
Amazing. Well done, my friend. Well done.
Oh,
Well
and
done.
we got to meet Ellie's future horse in this episode. Because that horse that's born is the horse she gets in the second game.
Is that right?
Yeah.
What's starts with an S? What is it?
Shimmer?
Shimmer.
Shimmer.
Yeah.
All
There
right,
you
guys.
go. Everything.
So that's The Last of Us episode number 6. We'll be back next week for episode number 7. What do you think? Leave your comments below. Remember to like and subscribe. We also have a playlist with The Last of Us and all the previous episodes. And we have plenty of other videos and reviews on the channel. So please check them out. So for myself and the rest of the Council of Comics here, we love you. Thank you for watching. And we'll see you next time.
Go fuck yourself. Why, Joey? Why every time?
Why?